Hello, welcome back to another Super Auto Pets video. Are we in the 1%? We are in the 1%. Now there are 2 days left for us to maintain that 1%. Ah yes, well, you know, we take what we can get. Now, ZEIK9999, I will be keeping my eye on you if you appear to be grinding this weekly. I'm interested. 4-3 or 2-5? I think 2-5. At least in the first round. Upside down fork. I was trying to picture it, but I guess it's literally an upside down fork. You can't really invert it in any meaningful way. Regardless. I don't know how I feel about the cone snail. What position to put it in. I feel like it sucks in first, but there's not always a reason to put it anywhere else. Well, it didn't matter. We ended up surviving. So now we just look for matches and enjoy life. That's technically what I'm asking for. And so I'll take it. There's no addendum to that sentence, that's just the conclusion of that sentence. I will take it. You're lucky. But maybe you're worse. It's hard to argue that. This is, of course, the guy who has all the rating points, and I don't. I'm arguing from a back foot. What the hell? Never seen this background before. Is this one of those rare paid cosmetics in the game? Rare because you never see anyone buy it, but okay, that level. We've gotten the giraffe. Okay, we're gonna win. It's that simple. And honestly, we're gonna be making micro optimizations to our squad. We may as well do it this way. Start scaling a seahorse. Seahorse can chill. It can stay for the long term. It can stay forever. I see no problem with it. Now, how did this person get so many matches despite not always rolling? Because you can tell they've bought 6 pets, so they only rolled once each time. Is there a trick to it? I don't think so. I think they started with 2 fish. They rolled once. They both rolled once and got another fish. And then next turn it was just the same kind of thing. That was close. Closer than I thought it would be. Honestly, I was in for a loss on that one, but we'll take what we can get. I would immediately purchase a worm. Would I level you? Honestly, it is kind of immediately helpful scaling. We may as well get a level 3 dromedary if we're gonna try. It's rare you get the opportunity to do it. Now, I have been one to laugh at a dromedary in the past. So, is it fair for me to take it knowing that I've laughed at it in the past? Yes. Because in this situation we're winning. In other situations, they were losing. Also, you would think. But we've got a pretty chill team. You're going to get buffed to 3-5 and then 4-6 upon purchase because of the stat combination. We're already better than most teams. This guy, he's setting up for giddy fowl. And I hope you never get it. I hope you're very unlucky. And I hope you lose. Nothing personal, just like, you know. It's kind of par for the course. What should I do? I think, well, we should start with the level. I kind of want all of this. I would prefer a skunk. But immediately beneficial is the lynx. So this is a tricky position to be in. Is anyone else scaling? What are you doing? You are scaling. Okay. Let's focus on the long term, sacrifice the short term. We'll go for a skunk instead of a lynx. Forget about that since we're going to get a better one. And the dromedary will scale the giraffe and the skunk as intended. We're really like going straight for a level 3 dromedary. I was kind of joking, but the game, it wants it to happen, so I'm not gonna hold it back. This is very lucky. Like, we've got a fairly well-rounded team here. The cricket gets sold for a skunk, and we've kind of got a linear path straight to victory. So I can't complain. Let's get you out. Let's get you in. And the numbers add up perfectly, in fact. I would freeze garlic. Garlic's more valuable than most of what's going on over here. Keep you getting scaled, to be honest with you. So the dromedary, once it hits level 3, after a certain point it's kind of pointless, but that depends on whether we reach that point. Are we gonna get level 2 giraffe? I hope so, but the guarantee isn't there. And so we have to hedge our bets with the dromedary instead. Are you going for a melon helmet on your badger? Why? People who go badger first, I don't think it makes as much sense as badger at the back. That's just my 2 cents. Because I would prefer that you lead with your other strongest unit, and that eventually your badger is an insurance policy dealing damage to the opponent. Because in this scenario, all you did was lose. So, I mean, and you're the one with all the rating points. So what's going on, brother? Okay, these guys are useless, so we're gonna be fine without doing anything there. Level 3. Never done it before. Can't say I'm against the idea. Certainly not. Question now is, where do we go from here with a level 3 dromedary? It's ripe to be sold once we get a better idea of what we're doing. Now everyone here in the middle is taking a giraffe upon duress and realizing the scaling is not in their favor at the moment. You seem like you've got the most potential. This guy is gonna lose. This guy, you got your combination off. And I'm disappointed, but what more can you do? We're hoping for a level 2 skunk to nip those strategies in the bud. But your rat being strong is of course a problem. We wouldn't like that. Now the number 1 elo guy is gone in last place. Well. Listen, I've had bad games, so I'm not gonna hold it against you like on aggregate, but in this one game, you and I both know who would be the real winner. All that to lose in the end, huh? Good try. You nearly had me, but not close enough. Okay, what's the... we're not gonna do that. What do we... I would rather roll. So just give me something. Nothing. That's... I mean, something and nothing. 2 sides of the same coin. Grimsley from the Unova Elite 4, who flips a coin with the idea that it lands on its ridge. And the... edge? Rim? What's that called? Obviously you have the 2 faces of what is essentially a very flat cylinder, a coin. I guess you would call it a face. But... I don't know. I've never actually thought about it. Oh, also, it's the same scene as... it's the same concept, or rather. Maybe, I don't know who took it from who. I don't know what the order of the manga, whatever is going on in there. Okay, this person, you've got a temporarily good team, Zeke. You got me there. I went for your head and you went for mine. All is fair. Honestly, let's freeze you so that you get this scaling. I don't have much else to do. Something else to be scaled here. Okay, let me think about how to position this, given that information. Maybe I would like both of these guys as a big pivots. Major pivot to get rid of this and the seahorse. Just sell them both and get a better team, all things considered. How about that? Use the dromedary effect or not. I'm not sure. But let's try it. I think this is the time to pivot because we're not gonna be winning with this squad for much longer. But we stole that win, I'm gonna be honest. That would have been a loss had things shaken out a bit different. Level 2 giraffe is exactly what I needed. Now, do we sell? Okay, this is tough. This is very tricky. On some level, I don't want to sell the seahorse. Does it mess up people's orders? Sometimes. But I don't really want to sell the worm either. Do I forego the crane? I think I have to forego the crane. Which is fine. Which is fine. I would rather forego the crane and still have more staying power than the alternative, which would be make our team worse in a world where we could lose before we start winning again. We would like to eliminate people before we make those considerations, you know? Like this, you know, like this. I think we would have lost if we had pivoted beforehand. Don't run the numbers, just in case. Okay, level 3 worm. That ensures it sticks around. Let's put garlic on you. Please, can I get a level on my skunk, please? Begging for a level on my skunk. Begging, please. Because that's what's gonna make us defeat literally everyone on this squad. I see what you're trying to do, but your gimmick is far too weak and it's composed of useless units. You don't have the sniping power, there's no pineapple in the weekly to begin with. You've got no scaling. You've got no scaling. Oh no, actually, you have a giraffe buffing a level 2 badger. Which is not what I thought would ever happen. Level 1 giraffe. Listen, I have actually been there when I was so desperate in taking giraffes. My giraffe is like, it can fend for itself being 9, 10. I fed it a few apples in the early stages. The worm giraffe combo, I underestimated how powerful the worm is in a world where giraffe is the most consistent scaling option. That's not a Komodo dragon. Because you don't have time to level a Komodo dragon, so really it's just as good to get your best units stronger more consistently. Bro summoned a 6-6 dog. He thinks he's anyone. He's not even him, let alone anyone. Okay. I think we want that and this. Now we still have not gotten a level on my skunk, which is painful. But I would freeze a pita bread to put on a seahorse. It's all the same to you, and I would lead with the stronger unit. Now that we've gotten that settled and put the seahorse in a respectable second place. No one's running an order-based team necessarily. Well, actually, I do mess up this guy's order, kind of. You would like to magnify his trumpets more, and I'm going to counter that. Do we have enough of an effect on his team to make a difference? I think so, but given that his team is very static. he's just going to be buying the same scaling options, which I also have access to, so mileage is definitely going to be slower. Not very, like, I'm going to beat you. That's what I'm saying. You may be on the high life right now, but don't get it twisted. Gamble. Genuinely, you're gonna have to roll like 5 times per turn to get the resources to beat me. Okay, Zeke, you made a good recovery. I think... Wait, what? The other guy, did he abandon? What happened there? He had to have abandoned because he was on 4 health. This guy. Well, I would have beat him anyway. I think we can all see that he has no scaling and I have scaling. So, and I have a level 2 skunk now. So we would have beat him anyway. I'm not actually worried about, you know, missing out on opportunity in that situation. I'm more worried about, like, Zeke, you robbed the 2nd place here. You didn't deserve that. You know, you and I both know next round you have lost. And yet, your only best bet is to level your badger above the stats of the Doorhead and hope that my skunk doesn't target this guy. Not the best options that you've got on your table, but, you know. When Neo was offered blue pill or red pill, he didn't say like, oh, I don't really like pills. Do you have it in like a liquid form? You know, The Matrix would have been a much shorter movie if that was the case. That's a good one. Has anyone ever made that joke before? Anyone ever come up with that? Like, Neo is actually incapable of swallowing pills, so it makes a complicated, convoluted story up. Good game, good game. You didn't quite have me there at all. I had a few losses, but they were all, you know, meandering errors on the course of a long journey towards first place, and I deliver again and again because the giraffe is the only way to win. And it's a sad truth that I'm demonstrating this week. Anyways, been Backpack Brent. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, etc. Every interaction helps the algorithm, and yeah, enjoy.